What's up, you guys? It's Mopi. Today we have Chris here.
Hello.
What we're going to be doing, you already know the setup. What we're going to be doing is Inside the Mind. You guys have been waiting for, they've been asking for you.
Yeah.
They really have. So you guys got it. Inside the Mind of Chris. This one's going to be a lot longer. There's more questions.
Oh, man.
I think that's pretty much it. Let's get into the questions.
Let's do it.
Alright, so for the first question, what is a state you really do not like being in?
A state I don't like being in is any state on the East Coast other than Florida, because it is usually cold and the weather usually sucks. No offense to anybody.
It's still about the weather. It's nothing personal. The weather.
It's really just weather.
Is LA overrated?
Ooh, it depends on what you're rating it for. It just all depends on like what you come to LA for. Like I feel like the weather's nice. I mean, I knew what was expected when going to LA, like the traffic, it's overpopulated. Like it's overpopulated, but I wouldn't say it's overrated.
What's a funny flying experience you remember?
Funny flying experience? This one old lady bitch took my seat. It's like I always try to get the A group, and the A group secures my seat, which is in the exit row. And there's a seat that's not in front of it, so I got leg room for days. And this old lady that looked about 5 foot took that seat. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, you mind if I switch seats with you? I kind of need the leg room, given that I'm 6'10", and I know damn well you ain't over 5'5". And she was like, nope, first come, first serve. I looked at the flight attendant. The flight attendant looked at me like, there's nothing I could do. So I was like, all right, you sure? Like everybody on the plane was like, come on, bitch, like get the fuck up. So I sat next to her and made her trip hell. Yeah, I put my elbow on her fucking armrest, like just being a complete asshole. And she didn't move. She took it, and I had fun.
Who's the most famous person in your contacts?
Off the top, probably I would just say LaMelo Ball, just because I would just say LaMelo.
At what point would you say you're famous?
At what point would I say?
Well, not you, but like, how would you define being famous? Like,
I think famous is if you were to go out every day, 4 days out of that week, you get noticed. I think you're famous.
If you could sit down and have dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive? Dude, I got a LeBron James, dude. Yeah.
What would you ask him? If adding on to the question, if you had one question.
If I had one question, did Delonte West fuck him up? No. I wouldn't actually ask that. But it's like if there was like one question that like he can't get mad about and like had to answer and like he wouldn't care like whatsoever, I think I would actually.
You'd ask that?
Yeah.
Interesting. Favorite celebrity crush? If you don't have one now, like, or in the past.
I don't have one now, but like in the past, I had a pretty big crush on like Tori Kelly.
What was your first job?
My first job was a lifeguard. I saved lives.
Was there, like, actually you saved some people? Pretty?
Absolutely not. I let kids drown.
Okay. At what point did you realize YouTube was your full-time job?
When I made $500 from one video.
That was the point?
That was the point.
Interesting. Who was your inspiration on YouTube?
I had a lot. They kind of change over the years, but I think my main inspiration was definitely Timothy DeLaGhetto.
What was the most cringe video you ever put out, in your opinion?
In my opinion? Dude, there's so many. I think it's got to be the ones where I wear wigs.
Yeah, just one of those.
Yeah, I think it's a drunken love. You're not gonna put some shit in the
It's on the background.
You're not doing that.
What is a really cringe video you remember watching on YouTube? Or just like channel or just anything like that?
A really cringe video. Those cringe compilations from like Minecraft Con or whatever.
Oh.
Those are
kind of hard to watch.
Yeah, those are pretty cringy.
What's the worst thing about being your own boss?
I think the worst thing is like keeping yourself in check. It could be very easy to get out of whack, especially if you lack discipline. You gotta teach yourself a lot of things and patience.
If you can own a NBA team, what would your top 3 be?
I would want to own the Lakers.
Number 1, yep.
The Knicks. I would just go with Thunder.
Top 5 NBA players of all time.
Top 5 of all time. We got LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon. Michael, LeBron, Kobe, Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh shit, that's 4. let's do magic. Yeah.
What question annoys you the most about your height?
Just
the typical you play ball question.
That doesn't actually annoy me. A lot of people think that, asking how tall are you or, do you play ball, like, annoys me. It's never, especially when I was playing, it never annoyed me. But, like, I think, because I know, like, people are curious and it's just, like, an easy question. What annoys me is the questions after I answer that. So if I say, like, oh, you just asked me my height. Then you ask, like, oh, who do you play for? Where are you from? That's when I just get like, okay, what are we doing? An interview? Like, come on, man. Just trying to shop and go about my day. Like, I can be a people person, but there's a time and place, and a lot of people just pick the wrong time to ask.
Funny story about being tall that pops into your head.
Funny story about being tall. When we went to the King's trip, I was with Zach, and Zach got a first-hand experience of what it's like to be tall, right? So we were just walking down the street back to the hotel, and this guy comes up on a bike and was like, yo, bro, you like super tall. And I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, how tall are you? 6'10", on a good day, He was like, oh, you play ball? And I was like, nah, man. He's like, damn, you just a waste of space. Golly. And then he just like kept going into the depth about like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you're just a waste of a human. And like, he legit said that. And then Zach's just like, he was getting pissed. Like, what the fuck did you say? And then I was like, nah, man, like, you're on a bike riding to work. Like, I'm chilling. And then he was like, oh, and then just kept riding because I was about to like flame him, but he just like got on his bike and just did. And then Zach's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, what was funny to me was the fact that like Zach was more hurt than I was, just because like I'm kind of used to this shit. Like, people just don't get it and it doesn't faze me. But like Zach was just like, what the fuck? Like, dude, how are you not like upset right now? And it's just funny, like, on that aspect. And then another time that happened when we were in New York last week, this dude was just like, kind of like the same story. He was like, yo, how tall are you? I was like 6'10". He's like, bro, you play ball? I was like, nah. He was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? That's such a waste of height. I was like, nah, there's a reason why I'm like in the Gucci store right now. And it's like, yeah, like I make more money than you at this height, not playing ball. And he's like, oh shit, yeah. And then like he looked like he was about to cry. And then like Bree's just laughing, and it was just like funny because it's like people just try to press me. It's like, I'll clap back and just shit on your whole existence if you want, but like that's not the type of person I am. It's just only sometimes I gotta flex, because people just, like I said, think they have this, power over me to just say whatever the fuck they want, when in reality they don't know shit. So.
Alright, I'm gonna ask some speed questions, quick answers. First piercing.
First piercing, I pierced my own 2 ears.
You did that yourself?
I did that myself with an ice cube and a paper.
First sport you were involved in?
I had to be basketball.
First concert you ever went to?
First concert, Tori Kelly.
First pet?
Cat.
Do you remember its name?
Coco.
Nice. First car?
Dodge Durango.
What color was it?
It was gray, aka the Durbango.
That's what you called it?
For some reasons.
First kiss?
First kiss? Dude, my last day in England.
First person you subscribed to on YouTube?
I'll just say Timothy Delegata.
Nicknames?
We got family nicknames or just like...
I don't know, what are some nicknames you have?
I mean, people call me Chrissy. People call me Chris. My family calls me Christos. And then, back in the day, my Slayer days, the ladies call me Oversexy, but...
Right or left-handed?
Right.
Tattoos?
I got one here. I got one on my wrist, on my pectoral, and then... that's it.
Been cheated on?
Been cheated on? Nope.
List your 3 favorite colors.
3 favorite colors. We got red, black, and blue.
Alright. I'm gonna end it on that note.
Oh yeah!
That was a lot of questions. Definitely way more than past ones.
Mm-hmm.
Fun time.
Oh yeah, I had fun. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
This is my favorite series.
This is your favorite series
On your channel.
right now. It's your favorite series?
Yeah.
It's like kind of like the only solid series I have going right now, though. So if you guys want to see more of this series, all that I have left is Zach in the house, and then I'm gonna spice things up. I'm gonna do a video where I have everyone together, and it's gonna be inside the mind of 2Hype. So get excited for that. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out a Fortnite video I did here, and be sure to check out a video I did here as well. Thank you guys for watching, and Mopi out.
Peace.
You don't see what I see. I done up there and they watch me flex like Hercules. Niggas say they ballin', but